Hi, gorgeous Aries, and welcome to our June 2021 chat, reading, conversation, I don't know, whatever you want to call this little space that we have every month. Here we go. This month is a month of for everyone. It's this month of deep integrity and honesty with ourselves, and it's a month of review. It's a month of check-in. We have a Mercury retrograde in Gemini. We have the second of our two eclipses for eclipse season in Gemini on the 10th. We have the solstice, and we have energy moving through Gemini into Cancer. We have Jupiter and Neptune going retrograde in Pisces in your 12th house. So there's a lot of energy moving around. There's a lot of review energy. There's a lot of recalibration energy. And so that means that rather than it being about the external world and everything we're doing in the external world, it's about what is going on inside. I didn't even mention either that Mars is in Leo this month, starting this month, and Venus is going to be moving through Cancer and into Leo as well. So we're starting to get infusions of fire energy in your heart center. But here's the deal. Yeah, it's a lot of honesty from within. Honesty about what's going on internally, how we're talking to ourselves, how we're feeling about ourselves. And for you, this is going to be really intimate. How do you use your voice to yourself? At home, when you lay down in bed at night, when you wake up in the morning, or when you just have a quiet moment to yourself. Which, this is one of the most potent places to have healing in our lives. Can't be stated enough times, the power of it. I think, we hear it often from all sorts of teachers, including myself, but, all sorts of practitioners will tell you, that our self-talk is super important. How we engage with our mind. Our mind is so fast, it's talking a lot. And with all this Gemini energy, that's a really big theme. How we use that mind. Are we in a relationship with it where we understand what it is so that it's not who we are, right? But that it's a function of how we kind of navigate this human life. So we're going to want to go straight there to how our self-talk is going. How is it feeling, Aries? A card wants to come out. 2 of Wands. That's fun. I like that a lot. It's very open energy. Do you feel that? Rather than that closed in kind of claustrophobic feeling, there's this openness. So good. And also, do you trust yourself to... strength, Leo energy, fire energy, self-respect energy, major self-respect energy there. Do you trust yourself enough to know when to say yes and no, when to set healthy boundaries? Empress, major self-respect mode coming up here. I really like that. The thing with Aries, I do think you guys as people who have a lot of self-respect, but I also feel like you burn very hot and fast even when you maybe need recharge, or maybe you need vulnerability, or maybe you need comforting, or maybe you need rest, or somebody to just witness. 3 of Pentacles. I like it. I like this whole, there's a lot of energy here that's very nourishing and calm. There's a calming factor going on here. Cooling the fire a little bit, but in a way that I think allows you to regenerate. I think so important. Yeah, you need those times of quiet, comforting witnessing. But these cards tell, so honestly, a simple story, and I like that. I've been really on this kick recently. So often we want the most complex explanations for why we need something, why we don't. We want to find all the connections and put it all together into this like cosmic puzzle. You know, even sometimes the way we talk about our spiritual work, it's like, oh, well, there's these different layers of consciousness and different dimensions. And, you know, and then this has been the age of this and this has been the age of this. And I just want to bring it back here. We're getting real mindy here about something that is like so beyond the mind and is so centered in this quiet, still peacefulness that is so rich with vibrancy and color, that's beyond words, that's beyond control, it's beyond coming up with these layers and these hierarchies in our conscious mind. And so the story here is really simple, but that means there's something powerful happening. That means there's something really good happening. We want the simplicity rather than the big explosions of noise. Let's start at the beginning here, my friends. Two of Wands. So this is a card of dreaming. This is a card of opening your heart to the creative process, opening your heart. What do you want next? What do you want it to look like? And hey, answer that question really fast without overthinking it. This is what I like to do, because so often we've come up with our narrative. Well, in this life, in this year, I want to A, B, C, D. And half of them, sometimes all of them, are things that like maybe we wanted in the past or maybe we've been told we're supposed to want. But what do we really want? When we answer that question fast, a lot of what will come out of our mouth feels very vulnerable, but it's very true. So Two of Wands is about asking for what you really want. Even if it's something that you've decided in your mind is impossible, like you want your ex out of your life, but you have to, they're still kind of floating around like, and so you've just given up trying to close that door or whatever. You're allowed to want that. Whatever it is, wanting to be more creative, wanting to see something beautiful in the world, wanting to create something warm and soothing. Don't let the inner critic voice stop you from that. I just saw somebody, a creator I really love, just put out a new podcast about it's just about life, her talking about life. And I was going to get it to download the new podcast or whatever, and there were reviews, and one of the first reviews was like, can we really? And it just went on to complain about why this person would be making a soothing thing, and why, how annoying that is, and how this person just wants attention. It was like the most negative review, and it was just the cynic's voice coming up being like, I don't see why you should be trying to make something beautiful and nice for other people. That seems a little naive. Ugh. I'm sorry. That voice, that person's in a lot of pain, but like also that voice inside of ourselves, which we know exists. No time for that. Two of Wands is saying, open. Yes, you're allowed to make something beautiful. Yes, you're allowed to wish to close a door and move on. Yes, you're allowed to want to travel again and believe in a world that is healing. Yes, you're allowed to do those things. Don't let that inner cynic voice get you, ever. We can write that down in our journals. It's not coming along for the ride. Okay. Strength and the Empress. Oh gosh, I love these. These two together. You know what these two ladies like? They like finding our center point and resting into it. They like feeling very grounded and allowing that to be how great things come to them. Great ideas, great conversations, great impulses to take actions that feel right. These are also cards of self-respect, self-value. These represent two fixed signs, right? Leo and Taurus. And Leo and Taurus, it's the lion and the cow. Both of these animals have like this deep centered courage. This deep centered knowing of what it means to be creative, what it means to be a human living this life, or being a being in this planet living this life, and doing it from a place of playful peace. Playful peace. Yes. Yes. So, all three of these cards for me, these are all about creativity and play, but from a place of peace, from a place of curiosity, from a place of just opening that door and just being like, ooh. It reminds me of a kid who's goes outside to play in the spring air for the first time after a long winter, and being able to take off their coat and wear sandals and climb a tree. And that kid is not analyzing why. Or why they're not allowed to play, or why they should be doing something else. There's a presence there. Now we also have this Three of Pentacles, a card of great collaboration, right? Great friendship, great collaboration, great community. And I love this for Aries. I think so often, Aries, you all are very much like, you're going to take care of it. You're just going to take care of it. You're going to get it done. You're going to do it all. You're going to play every role. You're going to carry it all on your back. Believe me, I'm a little bit guilty of that too. So I'm not like beyond the humor in telling you that when I also am struggling with it. But it's a good lesson for me as well. You don't have to do it all alone. You do deserve to have people who will listen to you when you need support, have time to recharge, be able to ask for help. I think that's part of somebody who really has healthy boundaries and really takes care of themselves, is that you can trust yourself. When something's too much or when you don't have the energy, you can ask for help, and that your collaborators are here to do that with you. And I find this whole layout, Aries, I love it. It's very simple. So if you're trying to look for the complex answer in June, you're looking for the complicated, maze-like explanation for everything or schedule for everything, and you find yourself like, if it's a little too quiet, you're looking for those extra bobs and whistles. Take a breath. The complexity is just distraction. There's something that wants your attention that's quiet and simple, your true desires, your true callings. There isn't this like static electricity, fog, confusion, rigmarole, mental gymnastics requirement of you to get excited about that thing. It's something that just naturally comes from you and of you because it's really honest. That is where the power is this June. And it does come back to that self-talk. It does come back to that self-talk. And noticing how you're talking to yourself. Noticing the messages you're giving to yourself. And also noticing where you're forcing yourself and trying to talk yourself into doing things or being things. Those are not feeling true to you. It's a very honest, recalibrating, centering month. And I love the energy for here because it's just giving you permission to find some things that you enjoy and just relax into them. And do more of that if you can. Anywhere. In any little amounts that you can start adding that more and more into your day, do it. That's it. I love it. It's so perfect. I love that for Aries. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure off. Enjoy life. Just be who you are. And when that negative voice comes in, write it in a journal. Let it out. Recognize it for what it is. And keep moving forward. Keep being you. I'm going to be offering so much more support over on Patreon. If you're looking for guidance during Mercury retrograde, during solstice season, I'd love to see you there. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun stuff during these retrogrades in the summer because a lot of outer planets are going to be retrograde. You can also find me on Instagram and on my website, so I'll leave all of my links in the description box. And you can also find PinkLune's gorgeous jewelry on her Etsy shop. I'll leave all of the goodies down there, and I will see you all very soon for more conversations, more moon magics, all the good stuff. I love you, Aries, and I will talk to you soon.